Previously on Fire Emblem 7 Iron Man.
Squashed him like a bug. Oh, I'm not laughing anymore.
And now, back to today's episode. Hello, you're listening to SerDuncan, and this is the next episode of the Fire Emblem 7 Iron Man. Today, we're going to hopefully get through 2 more chapters, and hopefully we're going to get 4 more party members. I don't know if it's going to happen sooner rather than later, but, I mean, honestly, let's just get right started. There's not much more to say about that. I do have a couple more things that I might start doing soon, so I'll let you guys know about that at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Chapter 6, Blood of Pride. At long last, Lyn arrives in the land of her mother's birth. Lycia is a federation of territories, each one ruled by a powerful marquess. Now, Lyn takes her leave of one of these territories, Arafin, and sets out to meet her grandfather, the Marquess of Caelin. However, the Marquis's brother Lundgren hungers to rule Caelin. He is preparing a deadly welcome for Lyn, who stands to threaten his grasp for power. Grasp. Bow wow. I like this chapter a lot because it gives me probably one of my favorite characters in the game. So I'm pretty excited. What city is this? This is Arafin. After Ostia, it's the second biggest city in Lycia. The second biggest, It does seem awfully busy. By the way, where's Kent? He said he was going ahead to the castle, but... here he comes now. My Lady Lindis, let us proceed to the castle. They've prepared supplies for us. The Marquis has agreed to aid us on our journey to Caelin. He's going to help us? Yes. Arafin and Caelin have enjoyed a sturdy friendship for many years. Once I informed the Marquess of our plight, he agreed to lend us his strength. Looks like we've got a smooth road ahead. If we could pick up some soldiers, the road to Caelin would be that much safer. I'm truly sorry for hardships you've suffered so far. Don't be silly. You are so capable, Kent. Kent? Oh, and so are you, Sane. Oh! Rejected! Of course I am! The castle awaits. You can even see over there on the left, that green unit is actually Matthew, who we're going to be getting sooner. This is terrible. The castle's burning. What did you say? What's happening? Smoke from the castle. Hey! What are those men doing? Who are you? Oh my god, it's Glass from earlier. Oh wait, no. This is somebody... Never mind. I'm confused. You're Lindis, aren't you? Ah! What do you... No questions. Prepare yourself. Hey! Oh, that. What? I don't even know what they're called. Ranged archer, nomad crit. What? An arrow? Who are? My lady Lindis. Oh no, it's Kent. Are you all right? I'm fine. This man saved me. May I ask your name? Wait. Why did you help me? I don't know what kind of accent to give him. I kind of wanted to give him a southern one because like Sakai is sort of like more like plains, kind of like the that. But I don't really know. I thought a Sakayan plainswoman was being attacked. I was mistaken. No, you were right. I am from Sakai. I'm Lynn, the daughter of the Lorca chieftain. The Lorca? There were survivors? There were survivors. I don't even know. Yes. You should leave at once. A blaze has started in the castle, and it's spreading. Don't be foolish and waste the life I just saved. You're from the castle. What's happening? How severe is the fire? Is the Marquis safe? The castle is under attack, and the Marquis has been accosted. The man who attacked you was probably one of the marauders. As captain of the castle guard, it's my duty to rescue the Marquess. I see. All right, then. We'll help you. Milady. Why? Those brigands are after me. If they're attacking the castle, it's because of me, so I must help if I can. It sounds like you're involved somehow. Let's go. I have no idea. It's going to be awful. You'll accept our aid? I am Wrath of the Kut... I'm Wrath of the Kut... No, that doesn't work. I am Wrath of the Kutala. Our tribes may be different, but I will not abandon a woman of the Sakai. Thank you, Wrath. 1,000 blessings upon you, and 1,000 curses upon our enemy. And 1,000 curses upon our enemy. Come! You! What are you doing in my house? I think I'm just going to give Matthew my voice, because I feel like it'll just be easiest that way. Peace. I mean no danger to you. Your home offers a good view of the battle outside. Look, I'll pay you for the privilege, please. Like a vulture waiting for the spoils, eh? Terrible! Pay up! I'll be hiding below, so don't bother me. I wouldn't dream of it. Now then, which side has the most to offer? Us. Us. Once the Marquess is safe, my men can move in. Perhaps the secret passageway. Secret passageway? An underground tunnel leading to the throne room. There are triggers in the barracks that will open the tunnel. I don't even know what accent I'm doing. I'm tired. It's early. I don't feel so good. It's not a good day. Head through the passage to the throne room and rescue the Marquess. Once that done, can you drive the enemy from the castle? If we can release those triggers, my men and I can handle the rest. There are 3 triggers, though. All 3 need to be released, or the entrance won't open. But the doors to the barracks are locked. The enemies within. If we don't get inside and finish them, we're stuck. So opening those doors is our first objective. Yes, it is. What shall we do, McDaniel? We don't have any keys with us. Perhaps some of the marauders are carrying keys. Or, alternatively, let's get a thief. Hey there, can I talk to you for a moment? I'm Matthew, an expert in, acquisitions. You need the services of one with my talents, right? Need those barrack doors open? Done! Don't worry, I'll talk to your leader, and I work cheap. Alright. Can't actually talk to our leader, so thanks a lot for lying, Matthew. Just gonna open that one. And then in the meantime, I'm not gonna really use Dorcas, so I'm gonna have him visit this house. So, what's your weapon of choice? Swords, lances, spears, or do you prefer bows or magic? Staves? What about axes? Whatever it may be, the more you use it, the more skilled you become. Awesome. Thank you. So helpful. Alright, Will. You and Urk, I think, are going to try to take out this loser down here. Yep, for 10 damage. Awesome. You had a 90 flippin' % chance to hit, Urk. I don't even know. What am I supposed to say to that? It's just completely stupid. It's utterly ridiculous. Alright, so Florina's gonna check this guy. The captain of Marques's guard is a fellow named Wrath. I've heard tell that he's a nomad from the plains of Sakai. Odd, considering how the Marquess so obviously hates the nomads. I guess the Marquess is pleased to have a nomad under his control. The ways of aristocrats are beyond my comprehension. Lynn just barely can't make it. I guess I'll have Sarah check this one.
We can't do business with all the fighting in town. You're mercenaries, right? Can't you do something? Huh? You can't get the barracks open. I bet a thief with a set of picks could open any door you needed. Hold on, I may have something to help you. Here it is. This is it. One door key. Door keys can only be used once, but anyone can use them. Here, no charge. Now go get those thugs, will you?
Oops, that was a mistake. Definitely should have gotten that with somebody else. Okay, so I'm going to set him there, and then Sane is going to sit right here with a lance. This way, I'm preventing... This guy can't get to Will anymore. So if they want to attack anybody, they're going to have to attack those guys. Should be good. Good job, Urk. Truly, you are the best mage. I guess. Really, though, I hate you right now. It's just so frustrating that he missed that. It really is. Oh, gosh. Lynn is just so It was an 87% chance. Oh, God, my heart. My heart. I honestly... it's just ridiculous. The Marquess of Arafin's hatred for the people of Sakai is well known. Nomads are barred entrance to the city on the Marquis' orders. He says he will not allow the nomad's stench to infect his city. What a fucking racist asshole. Long ago, the Marquis was in love with Marquess's Kaelin's daughter. Said she spurned him in favor of a nomadic prince. Even so, I think the Marquess goes too far in his treatment of the horsemen. I never knew that. I don't think I've ever been to that house. Kind of makes a little bit more sense for him. Still doesn't excuse his actions, but, you know, it makes a little bit more sense. Why he would be just so hateful right from the get-go. Alright, so I'm going to have Urk kill this guy with 10 damage. And then I think I'm going to have, let's see. I think there's, as far as I can remember, I think there's 2 javelin dudes this direction. And I think I'm going to have Lynn go up this way. Kent is going to trade this guy for that door key. He's going to go off this direction. Then Sane's going to attack. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to attack from a distance, yeah. Sane's going to attack this guy from a distance with a javelin, which you get to see for the first time, as he just hurls a spear directly to this guy's face. And then, I think I'm going to have Florina go up here as well. In the meantime, though, I totally forgot. We have 2 new characters, so I should probably talk about them, eh? So the first one that we're going to talk about is Wrath. As you can see, he comes at level 7. So he's actually, you know, he's pretty far up there right away, right from the get-go. I like Wrath a decent amount as a character and as a unit. The problem with him is that I never really use him. He's so high level that I always feel like I'm wasting experience when I use him in battle. I only ever use him when I'm really struggling and I need somebody to quickly come in and clean up. A young hired sword from the Kutula tribe. So you see there's a bunch of different tribes, as I'm sure anybody who's watching has already understood in Sakai. Kutula, Lorca, and I think one more. And then there's one tribe that's just like a bunch of bad guys that we fight later on. And he's our first member of this class, a nomad. Sakayan plainsman with good movement, armed with bows. I think we only get one nomad in the game. Yeah, I think he's the only nomad, so if you really want to have a ranged archer, he's like pretty much your only bet, but I don't know, we'll see. He also comes with a new weapon, the short bow. As you can see, compared to Will's iron bow, it has a lot less might, but its crit is 10, and it's got like low weight and everything. So usually you're going to double with this thing, and you're probably going to hit a crit maybe once or twice. I mean, let's compare that. When you compare that to the Manikati, it's got half as much, which is a lot higher than you would think. It's not even like a killer bow. Killer are like the main crit weapons of the game. So to get a cool weapon that gives you extra crit for just a normal unit this early in the game is really cool. Pulling up Wrath's growth rates, though. Wrath has... Oops. Wrath has 80% HP. Wrath has 80% HP, 50% strength, 40% skill, 50 speed, and pretty meager defenses after that. So you can see he actually gets, about half the time he's going to be getting a strength and speed. He's probably always going to get HP, and he's already starting out with a lot of HP. So that's pretty good for him. He can turn out really well. His skill is 40%, which is a little low for my tastes, but I think it should be okay in the end. Overall, this is actually going to sound a little weird coming from me, because I'm saying all the time that I don't really use Wrath, but I might use him a little bit more in this LP, just to try to use characters I don't use that much. He's actually, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. He's a pretty good unit, and being on a horse gives him a lot of advantages over Will, for example, because since Will can only move a couple of spaces. Now on to our next character. Matthew. Matthew is our first thief. A cheery thief. His casual demeanor belies his skill. Belies. Jacks of all trades who can pick locks and learn secrets. I'm a big fan of thieves, just in any game. I like the fact that they're super speedy right off the bat. If you look at him, he's got 11 speed. As far as I'm aware, there's only one character who outspeeds him. I don't know, I guess Florina and Lynn outspeed him. But I think, yeah, he's a level 2 thief, and Lynn's like level 12, and Florina's level 5, or whatever, I don't know what I'm saying. Point is, I like thieves. They're speedy. They don't deal a lot of damage, but they usually deal a lot of critical hits, and they're super useful. Thieves come with lockpicks, usually, that can open locked doors and open chests. So instead of having to cart around and purchase chest keys and door keys, you can bring a thief who can just open them for you, and they get experience for doing them. They can also steal items from enemies. There are some items that don't drop when killed that you have to actually steal. And Matthew's really useful for that. I just realized that I'm sitting in the wrong chair right now. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so let's take a quick look at Matthew's growth rates. Matthew's growth rates are not the best. He's got 75% HP and then 30% strength. I think that's the lowest we've seen so far. But he does have 70% speed, 50% luck, and decent defenses. So here's the deal. Even though he has such low attack, strength, and magic growth, I've always had my Matthews turn out pretty well. I don't know if it's from because I save scum or what, but I've had really strong Matthews in the past. And I feel like they don't need to do that much damage. They're just kind of there to pick off enemies right at the end and to steal stuff and open chests. So they don't need to be that strong. But regardless, I like Matthew. I honestly give him an 8.5 out of 10. Easily. Anyways, back to our little adventure here. So I think the first person I'm going to have Sarah heal up is Lynn. Yeah. I think I'm going to start turning off animations soon. Maybe within the next couple chapters. Because I think we're going to stop seeing like unique animations for a lot of things pretty soon. So I think it'll be better to turn them off rather than continue to watch the same things over and over. Alright, I think I'm going to do the... Well, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to have Kent get the kill here. So in the meantime, I'm loading everybody up over here for the eventual area, the eventual next area that's going to open up really soon. Oh, cool. I didn't know they had a conversation. Maybe I did, and I just forgot. Alright, I'm going to have to do that next turn then. Alright, enemy phase. Come on, Kent. Prove your worth. Prove your worth. Prove your worth. Oh, I didn't even realize that these guys are soldiers. They're new units, aren't they? I have to... right after this, I'll take a look at them, and I'll show you what they are, essentially. So this is a trigger. 2 more to go. Then Wrath's going to get this trigger. That's trigger number 2. Where's the last one? It's in there. In there. So, soldiers. Totally forgot about these guys. An average soldier who has no special abilities. Essentially, soldiers are, at least in my opinion, even lower than bandits. Like, than the brigands on the totem pole. They're lance users who have, like, no stats. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought this was supposed to be hard mode. Point is, they suck. They're, like, utterly worthless. There's no reason to ever really use one. But we don't get any soldiers in this game. I don't actually think we get any soldiers in any game. They're just not a class that we tend to get in Fire Emblem. In the meantime, though, I think I'm going to attack this archer. We can also see that the boss is a new class that we haven't experienced before. I think we'll recruit one of them later on in Lynn's story. One of my least favorite characters in the game. And yeah. Alright, so I think Matthew can probably take a hit from this guy. Or it can. So I'm going to have Matthew come down here, open this up, and get an angelic robe. So as you can see, that's a chest tile there. We also picked up an angelic robe. This is one of many stat boosting items that you can get in this game. So this is increases HP by a max of 7 points. Vanishes after use. Awesome. In the meantime, though, I'm going to have Sarah talk to Matthew. I feel something. I feel it. Someone's staring at me. It must be some poor fool who's smitten with me. Oh my god, my beauty has rendered him speechless. Oh, I'm so cute, it's almost criminal. What in the world is that woman doing here? I cannot let her find the passageway. Gosh, Matthew. Implying some sort of relationship between Sarah and Matthew, which I think is really cool. Hinting at later connections down the line. And cool, like, coincidences and such. As you can see, this guy has a door key, so Matthew could theoretically steal it from him. I don't think I want to do that, though. I think I'm going to have Urk kill this guy. And then I'm going to go have Matthew open that door. And I think there might be an enemy on the other side, and hopefully Matthew should be able to take him out on his own. Come on, Urk. Good level. Good level. Good level, buddy. Come on. I mean, he got magic. I'll forgive him just this one time. Nope. Guess I'm gonna try and see if I can get Matthew to have some get some hits on this boss. Excuse me. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have maybe Dorcas soften the guy up with his hand axe. We'll see. I know what item is in this chest, so I'm sort of preparing ahead for that. Alright, so Matthew can open the chest, get an Armor Slayer. An Armor Slayer is the first of many Slayer weapons we're going to get in this game. This one is effective against infantry. Now, that's a little bit of a confusing description there, but I think the title should make it very clear once I show you the boss. He's a knight in armor unit, essentially. Heavily armored knights with stout defense but low speed. These are the guys I was talking about when I was mentioning that magic is really good against armored units. Since he has very low resistance, essentially, as you can see here, Urk can kind of come up and bop him pretty hard. And as you can see, he also has very low speed. However, he has huge defense and hits like a truck. So you have to be very careful when it comes to enemies like this. Bah! Linda Center cadre. When did you arrive? No matter. I shall deal with you. Bool. What a fucking bool. You're a bool. There's not really anything funny about it. It's just weird. Let's see. One of Lord Lundgren's assassins. Sent to kill Lynn. Wow, what a surprise. Another assassin. Whatever shall we do? I don't think this guy has any unique conversations. But, you know what? I think I'm going to go check real quick. Just to make sure. I don't want to miss anything. Nope, looks like he doesn't have any unique dialogue. Okay, well then I'm just going to have Matthew run down here, and I'm going to try to have Matthew take out the boss so that he can get a lot of experience and maybe level up on his first battle. So, ooh, it's a low chance, but I think he can probably hit. Because he had 2 chances to hit. He hits once, then he hits a second time. Ugh, Lord Lundgren. Whatever, man. That dude's bunk. Oh, not quite enough for a level up. It's alright, Matthew, I forgive you. Alright, finally, the last trigger. So this is the final one. We should be good to go. Here it is, McDaniel. The hidden passageway. Good work. We'll let Wrath take over from here. I never really thought about the fact that his name is Wrath. Like, 7 Deadly Sins. I've just always never really made that connection since it doesn't have the W in front of it. Ah, it's Wrath. You've done well. What a performance. Sir, if you have that praise, it should be given to this group. Who are you? My name is Lindis. I'm pleased you're well.
Oh, it's you. You're Marquess Kalen's... Leave us, Wrath. I would speak with this girl. Now, Lady Lindis, do you know the identity of those responsible for this uproar?
I believe it to be the work of my granduncle, Lundgren.
That's exactly right, which means my castle has been damaged in your family's petty inheritance dispute.
My apologies.
When I heard that Lady Madeline's daughter was in trouble, I thought to lend my assistance. Change my mind. I withdraw my offer.
Marquess Arafin, you gave me your word, my lord.
Your name is Kent, is it not? You failed to inform me of one most vital detail.
What do you mean?
This girl does resemble Lady Madeline, but I didn't expect to see her so tainted with the blood of Sakei. What a racist bastard.
What?
Don't you feel the Marquess of Kalen would be troubled to meet this nomadic mongrel?
You! Sane, hold. My apologies, my lord Marquis.
Your man is poorly disciplined.
Marquess Arafin, please, if you would grace us with your aid.
I hear Marquess Kalen is ill in a bed. I question whether he will survive to meet this girl, in which case his brother, Lundgren, will claim his title, and I certainly wish to avoid trouble with the coming Marquis.
You scheming... Sane. I understand. Kent, Sane, we take our leave at once. My Lady Lindis, I am proud of the Sakei blood that runs through my veins. I will not accept aid from one who disparages my heritage. You tell him, girl.
That was well done, milady. The Marquis is a lout. Don't worry about anything. We're all here for you. Isn't that so, Kent?
I beg your forgiveness. Why are you apologizing, Kent? I've been so concerned with seeing you to Kalen. I failed to take your feelings into account. Is that it? Trouble yourself no more. You have put my safety above all else. I have seen that. Hold your head up and be proud, my Lady Lindis.
The real question is, who do we ship Lynn with? Bah, ignorant child. If she had but shed a single tear, I would have granted her request. We Lycian nobles will never... Nobles will never understand those prideful savages.
Are those your true feelings towards the nomads of Sakei, my lord?
What, O Wrath? I didn't see you there. My comments do not reflect on you. You are my captain. I'm proud of your service.
Of course, as long as we bend our knee to you, you care not where we're from. But when an equal comes from my lands, what conceit?
Wrath, how can you speak to me like that? I have treated you well, have I not? I have paid you well. I have treated you better than your kind deserves. You will never understand. My service ends here.
Wow, he's going to come with us. The Marquess of Arafin. He said my grandfather was ill. We must hurry to Kalen.
As we approach Kalen,
Lundgren's obstacles will be more difficult to overcome. However, I vow to see you through to the end, my lady. I'm counting on you, Kent.
I'm with you, too.
Thank you, Sane. McDaniel, thank you for always standing at my side. It's because of all of you that I will persevere. They will never break my spirit.
So touching.
Ugh. Wrath, what is it? What are you...
I overheard the Marquess talking to himself. Lynn of the Lorca, proud daughter of the Sakei.
Maybe he's like super like intense because he's like calling himself Wrath. Like listens to like he listens to like screamo bands and like dresses in all black when he's not working.
Proud daughter of the Sakei, I will join you. I would add my strength to yours.
Really?
And this, I want you to take it.
This is gold. It's too much. I can't accept it.
I have no need for it, and if it will help you.
But
I cannot take back something once offered.
Wrath, I thank you.
Wow, look at all this gold.
Lynn takes her leave of Arafin, finding no aid from its spiteful Marquis. Now, she and her companions resume their march toward Kalen in earnest, racing against time with her grandfather's life the prize. Harried and impatient, Lynn presses onward. Suddenly, a young boy appears and pleads for their assistance.
Time for 2 more characters. Gosh, they're just throwing them at us at this point.
We get a ton of characters in these early 10 chapters. Please, somebody, please help.
That's enough. Get out now. I want none of your trouble.
But sir, why? You were so kind yesterday.
I thought you two were just kids, a couple of traveling performers. If those men are chasing you, you must be up to no good. Now get up and get out. You're a plague on decent folk.
But...
Ugh, what a mess.
I really like this chapter because it's not really related to Lynn's story at all. It's all leading up to the storyline that we're going to experience later on in Elliowood's story. Where are we, Kent? This is Cathlet. If we head due south, we'll pass into Caelan. From here, I'd say we're about 10 days' ride to Castle Caelan. Assuming we don't run into any delays, of course. 10 days. Pardon me, but... Yes? Can I help you? You and your friends. Are you mercenaries? And if we are? I need your help. My Lady Lindis, well, you mustn't let your guard down, not even for a child. I know. Forgive me, but we're in a hurry. Is there someone else you can ask? There's no time. Ninian's been... It's my sister. Some men have taken her away. Your sister? Did you say your sister's been accosted? I'd like to accost her myself, if you catch my drift. That's right, by some cruel, awful men. I don't know what I'll do without Ninian. My Lady Lindis, we must help him. Nonsense, we haven't the time. If the Marquess is as ill as we've heard, we must proceed. Kent, I want to help this child. My lady, I'm worried about my grandfather, of course. But this, I cannot stand by and let a child be taken from her home. I see. I'm sorry, Kent. I am your loyal retainer. You owe me no apologies. You must do as your heart dictates, my lady. I will follow you, no matter where that may lead. Thank you. Ha! Such a noble speech. Ever the true knight, that one. Ah, well, you're in luck, laddie. Let's go get your sister. Will you lead us to the men who've done this? Uh-huh. They're really tough, so be careful. Leave them to us. We're pretty tough ourselves, right, McDaniel? Ah, oh no!
Yeah, found him. Come on, it's back to Nurgle with you. Quiet now.
No, let Ninian go!
We ain't supposed to kill you, but we sure can rough you up. Get him. Huh? Who do you think you are?
Lynn! Let the boy's sister go.
Ah, so you want to help the kid, huh? What a shame. You're gonna die for something that doesn't concern you.
You think so, don't you? Do we look so meek to you? I think you're in for a terrible shock.
Stupid girl. You'll regret those words. Take him down, boys.
Oh, hey, we have the preparation screen. Awesome. I love this screen. It allows us to trade between our units and do all sorts of cool stuff. Alright, so I'm going to leave Dorcas behind. I think I'm also going to leave Kent behind for now. No. I'm going to bring Kent. Just so that I can bring along Matthew. I'm going to trade the angelic robe to Florina. I'm going to use it on her. And then I think... I think that's everything. I think everybody else has what they're supposed to have. I think I'm going to trade Will's... I'm going to trade the short bow over to Will just for this chapter, so that he can have more options. And then I'm going to change my formation up a little bit. I'm going to have Florina go down here. Right here. There. Should be good. Save the game. Alright. Time to go. I see we're facing a shaman, McDaniel. I've heard that practitioners of the dark arts are fearsome foes. We'll have to be careful. What? Who are you? Please, forgive me. I never meant to startle you. Your robes, they look like religious vestiary. Are you an Elamine bishop? Yes, well, no. I'm only an acolyte, an Elamine monk to be specific. Oh, look at this hot mama. Woohoo! My name's Lucius. Oh, he's a dude. Well, still pretty hot, though. Do you have business with us? I was at the inn when this child came, seeking help. The innkeeper was afraid to get involved. He was unpleasant. I wasn't afraid of him. I'm used to being treated that way. That's awful. May I please lend my services? I truly wish to help the boy, if only a little. Of course. Thank you very much. The blessings of Saint Elimine go on you. It's weird. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Alright, so Lucius is going to come up here and hit this boy double using light magic. Lucius is pretty rad. I like him a lot. He doesn't deal a crap ton of damage, but he always doubles pretty much. I should really look at these guys before we do anything else, shouldn't I? Alright, so Lucius. As you can see, he's level 3. Already got quite a lot of magic, decent amount of speed. He's also our first monk. A traveling acolyte, gentle and serene. Ascetics who wield light magic but can't use staves. Well, that's true until they promote. He also has a new tome, Lightning. As I was mentioning before, the magic weapon triangle. Anima tomes are good against lightning tomes, and lightning tomes are good against dark magic. Much in the same way that other tomes are like that. Now let's look at Lucius's growth rates. Lucius has 55% for HP, 60% for strength, 50% for skill. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that he had such a high strength growth. That's really good. And his speed isn't too bad either. And since he starts with 10 base speed, he's probably going to have high speed by the end of it. He's got 60% res too, which means that his resistance is just going to be sky high. Honestly, I like Lucius a lot. I'm going to give him an 8. I think Lucius is a really good unit. He's probably your best light magic user in the game. And I'm definitely going to be using him throughout this playthrough. Our next unit is Nils. Nils has 0 strength, 0 skill. This looks terrible, right? I mean, look at that high speed, but it doesn't mean anything if he can't deal any damage. Well, here's the joke. He actually can't deal damage. His whole shtick is that he's a dancer, a bard. Musicians whose melodies aid allies and able to attack. I'll show you what I mean in a second. But, in the meantime, Nils, a bard possessing arcane powers, brother of Nidian. I'll show you right now exactly what he's able to do. Oh, look at that. Look at that little dance with that little flute. What a little bro. Bards can sing for a unit, and then they can move twice. They also have the ability to give buffs to unit, but we don't have those yet, so I'll leave those for later. He's super useful. The only thing I don't like about him is that to get a side quest when you're doing like the secondary mode later on, you have to get him to a ridiculously high level for a dancer. Since they can't attack, they're only getting experience from like 1 experience from battles or 10 experience from like every time he heals. In the meantime, though, I'm going to have Matthew kill this guy because he's still pretty low level, and I'd like to get him a couple of levels before the end of this chapter. And, oh, here's his first level. Come on, Matthew. Strength, strength, strength. I mean, hey, it's still pretty good. I'm going to have Sarah heal Lucius for now. And then, we're going to go on from there. I think, now that we've seen... the thing is I don't want to like miss a crit. I guess I'll leave them on for now, and I'll turn them off later. The animations, I mean. So Kent's gonna visit this house. Maybe I could get some firewood out of it. Who's there? Who are you? You're just passing through? Pay me no mind. I was just thinking out loud. You see, there's an old tree on the other side of this mountain. Just a dead old snag, really. I was just thinking of some way I could put it to good use. As I said, it's nothing that need concern you. Don't worry, ma'am. I'm going to make it into a bridge. Just you watch. That's quite a group you've gotten yourself involved with. Oh, listen to this music. You do know you're facing the Black Fang, right? Anyone they target winds up, well, you know. No one escapes the Fang. That's what they say anyway. You and those odd children, I'd say you're finished. Not that I'll have any part of it. Course not. Alright, Dick. Who are these Black Fang anyway? Members of the Black Fang, a league of assassins. Oof. Sounds pretty scary. We also have a new class, by the way. I totally forgot about it. I should go and check it out real quick. Shamans. Students of dark magic. Powerful, but very slow. Ain't that the truth? Except for this guy who's got 7 speed for some reason. Completely the opposite of what a shaman's supposed to be. But you can see that his tome is going to be weighing him down. Although it does have a lot of might. A lot more than lightning does. This guy's Heinz. One of the Black Fang. Pursues Nils ruthlessly. What a dick. Alright, in the meantime, as I was saying, it's time to move forward. I think I'm going to have... wait, Urk is level 4, Lucius is level 3. Okay, so I'm going to have Urk deal the... Well, never mind. Clearly wasn't paying attention there. I guess Urk will kill this guy, and Lucius will just get the next one. Never mind. Should really pay more attention to that stuff before I click go. I think Lynn's going to move here, and then I'm just going to really quickly check what's in this vendor. Heal and fire tomes. We're fine. It's going to be really hard for us to run out of heal and fire tomes, I think. This chapter is actually super unique. It's actually one of the first chapters in the game that has what's called a Gaiden chapter. Or Gaiden? I think it's Gaiden, but I honestly couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you for sure. Gaiden chapters are really cool, because essentially what they are is you have requirements, various different requirements, that once you've achieved them, you unlock a secondary chapter after the first one. So for this chapter, if we beat this in 15 turns, we get to go to chapter 7X. Later on, some of the requirements are stupid, like get a certain amount of experience in a level, or so on and so forth. There's one involving branching paths, where if you go one way, if your lords have more combined experience, have like a combined level of so and so, then you go to this chapter. But if they have less than that, they go to a different chapter. There are some, specifically like the secret ones that you can only get in Hector's story, that are really ridiculously stupid. It's a shame we're not going to play Hector hard mode, because there are some really cool storyline stuff in there, but Hector hard mode's so difficult. I don't even think I could beat it, honestly. I'm just not skilled enough at Fire Emblem. So I'm going to stick with Elliewood hard mode for now. A friend of mine said that I should try to talk a little bit more about things that interest me in these episodes. So I'm going to talk about Fire Emblem a little bit. So, you know, I'm kind of like a collector sometimes. I like to have organized stuff, and I like to collect. So I collect a couple of video games. Right now I'm actually collecting 2 different video games. Or I'm collecting a few different video game series. I'm collecting the Phoenix Wright series, the Professor Layton series, the Kingdom Hearts series, and Fire Emblem. I like them because they're really cool in that they have a whole bunch of different versions for each game. I know generally most people would be like, why does that make it cool? Doesn't that make it a little bit more frustrating to get all the games in the series? But I just think it's really cool. You know, in my collection I have United Kingdom PAL versions of Professor Layton games, because they have a different voice actor for one of the main characters. And I just think that's so fascinating that there are little tiny changes like that in these PAL versions of the games. I just think that kind of stuff is really cool. Maybe I'm weird. I mean, I know I'm weird, but maybe I'm super weird. And I also I'm excited to start collecting the Fire Emblem series more in earnest. It's probably the one of those 4 series that I've collected the least of. I only have a few of the English games. I don't have Path of Radiance, which is the $200 Fire Emblem game for the GameCube. I don't have any Japanese games yet, but I'm really excited to start collecting them. I just love that feeling of looking at my shelf and having a finished set for a game series. You know, it's just such a, I don't know, it's such a cathartic feeling to be I collected these. Maddie, come on, boy. What's up with these misses today? It's just frustrating, guys. It really is. It's frustrating. When I was out mowing the lawn today, for some reason I started thinking about, like, oh, if I had a fan base, what would I call them? You know, I don't have a fan base, so I don't really have anything to call them. But I was thinking, a lot of the times I say stuff like, if anybody is watching this, leave a like or subscribe. So I was thinking about if I ever get fans at all, like even just one fan, I'd want to call them the Anybodies, because, you know, anybody could watch a YouTube video. And I want to make my content available to a wide variety of people. I'd like it if, like, people who don't really watch video games watch my content. But I don't really know how to do that. So, you know, that brings up a good point that for anybody who does watch these videos, I would really appreciate any criticisms you might have, honestly. I just think it's, you know, if it's audio, video, like what I do in my videos, what kind of editing I have, just let me know. I'd love to make changes going forward. I want to get better. I want to improve, you know? So just let me know. So Matthew's actually in a bit of a tight spot here, as I'm going to finish off this shaman. Florina, it's a 78%! What the freaking hell? Oh, God. You're on like a horse, a flying horse. How do you miss a stationary dude? Whatever. You know what? Whatever. Okay. So I'm in a little bit of a tight spot here, since Matthew is not doing so hot. He can live one more hit from that other mage. So hopefully I'm gonna kill this guy. Come on, Eric, please. Thank God. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I can't. Wait. Okay. Where Nils can move there? Okay. I have a plan. So I'm gonna move Matthew up here, heal him with Sarah. Some staff animation takes so long. It's so long. It really is. Then I'm going to... I'm not actually going to use you guys, so you guys can just chill back here. I'm going to move Lucius up. Oh, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this. This will be the... Well, I'll see how much Matthew does. And then if Matthew can't deal enough damage, then I'll have Lucius come in and kill this guy. So I'm going to have Matthew come down here. Yeah, that should be good. And then I'll try to have Matthew kill those 2 brigands that are down there. God, he really does deal so little damage. I guess I'm just not used to that. I guess I must just have gotten, like, really strong Matthews in the past. That's odd. And my boy, Lucius, coming down here. Even though he's at a disadvantage, hitting this guy for 8 damage. You can also see that lightning tomes have a high chance to crit as well, which is nice. It gives them, like, an added... like a neat little added effect that makes them super useful. Will, in the meantime, is going to visit this house. So how much do you know about the magic, huh? Because this guy looks a little bit like Mario for some reason. Magical attacks are special. You can't just avoid them like a sword or an axe. Not even if you're wearing armor. Who's tough against the magic? Let me think. Well, anyone who uses a magic staves. Pegasus Knights too. You got others who need to battle magic users? I got something for them. It's a special kind of water. Pure water, it's called. Just sprinkle a little bit on you. It'll protect you and lessen the damage you take a bit. Go on, take it. Don't be so shy. It's not like I'm giving you gold or anything. This stuff's strongest when you first put it on. It gets weaker as time passes. Oh my god, dude, shut up. It's just pure water. I don't know if I've ever used this. A draught that boosts resistance, grows weaker each turn. It's kind of useful when you're fighting like really strong magic users. I know, for example, that in Eliwood hard mode, I definitely am going to be using this against one specific enemy later on. He's on a ship, and he has a tome called a Lunatome, which deals a heck ton of damage. So I just really want to make sure that I'm prepared properly to fight him. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to get this kill with Matthew. So I'm going to attack this guy. So you can see that that bandit actually moved down onto this fort down here because it wants to regenerate health. Standing on a fortress for enemies. Matthew, speed isn't good enough, buddy. I need you to get strength. If you don't get strength on the next couple levels, I'm just going to replace you with our other thief. Oh, wait. We don't get him forever. Although, to be honest, I don't really use the other thief in this game that often. I might want to use him this time. He's actually, after watching a couple of videos from other Fire Emblem YouTubers, I say other, but I'm not really a Fire Emblem YouTuber. I'm just some dude who's making one Let's Play of Fire Emblem. But the other guy that we get is actually really cool, and I'm intrigued to play more with him, I think. To just sort of play around with him. In the meantime, though, just going to kind of move around. Just going to have... Oh, boy, that Flux deals a lot of damage. Flux's animation is, like, literally the longest thing in the game. It takes forever. Okay, I think I'm going to send Lucius down into this guy's range. Yeah. I'm going to move Matthew over here. I'm going to have Will come down here. Urk is going to stand in this forest, even though he wouldn't get hit. Lynn's going to move here. Sarah's going to move here. Nils is going to move here. So on and so forth. Where everybody's going to move, and it's going to take forever. It's exciting content. Alright. So now this guy's going to just get bopped by Lucius because light magic is super strong against dark tomes. This guy doesn't even hit. Every time Lucius attacks, it's like confusing me because it looks similar to the crit animation. I really want to see the crits. I just want everybody to get a crit so that way I can show them off. Okay, let's see. So Will's 4, Urk is 4, Lucius... Okay, so Lucius is still the best choice here. Okay. Gonna just keep moving Sarah down. And then, Sarah's gonna heal Sarah's gonna heal Matthew. I'm trying to think. So there's that house right there is really cool. It actually has different conversations based on who you send in there for various reasons. And I'm trying to think of who all gets new conversations for going in there. Pretty sure it's Matthew and Sarah. I think maybe one more person, but I can't remember. So I think I'm just going to go with Matthew and Sarah and then one more person to just show the basic conversation. And then we'll move on. Okay. So Lynn's going to go in there first.
Oh ho! Blast! Eliwood's late. I wonder what's keeping him. Starting to think my axe will rust over before he finds his way here.
Oh, it's the best character in the game! Ladies and gentlemen, it's the best character in the game! Just chilling in a house, a random house. Huh? My lord? What brings you here?
Ah, Matthew. Eliwood and I are here for our monthly bout.
You're still testing one another's fighting prowess, eh? It's a solid friendship you two share, that you can practice so faithfully.
If you don't sharpen your blade, you lose your edge.
No, that's not it.
I need to protect Ostia. If you don't sharpen your blade, you lose your edge. So tell me, what are you doing here?
My Lord Uther was curious about the succession issue here. Oh, the long-lost granddaughter thing, right? So which way does my brother lean? By my assessment, he will back the granddaughter's claim. The Marquess's brother Lundgren is too ambitious by far. Left alone, we might wake up to find him at Ostia's door before long.
Sound advice, I think.
My return to Ostia is going to be delayed by a bit. Would you mind letting Lord Uther know?
What? So the Marquess's brother is now your personal messenger?
You always did have a good sense of humor, my lord. Don't forget my message!
What impudence!
So that's Hector. He's one of the 3 lords we get in the game. I love that we get to see, like, some really neat, some little character development right here, before we even get to that point in the game. So we get to know that Matthew's not just a thief, he's actually a spy for Ostia, which I think is super, super rad that we've learned. We also get to learn that Sarah... Excuse me, is anyone home? An empty house, how dull.
Whew, I thought she would find me for sure. She's been working for my brother in Bern. Now she's returned.
We can already tell what Sarah and Hector's relationship is based on just that one thing, and we learn that she's not just some random chick. She's actually working for Ostia, which, if you hadn't heard before, is the leader. It's the leading country of the Lycian League. I'm kind of torn on who I want to give this kill to. There are some people who are still a little bit low leveled, but I think I'm going to give it to Lynn, simply because I want to make sure she gets a little bit higher before the end of the game. Before the end of her chapter. Before the end of her storyline, I mean. So I think I'm going to have Lucius show up, hit this dude for 14 damage.
Who are you supposed to be? Playing the heroes in some foolish nightly romance? You may think you're helping the children, but you're only rushing to your doom.
Although, you know what, Lucius? If you get a crit here, I wouldn't be mad. Honestly, like, this is the point. If you want to get a crit, this is the point. Alright, guess not. Okay, let me just see. So Matthew can get here. Where does... Nils can only make it to there. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to do this. I'll give it to Urk then. Because I messed up. Or I guess I'll give it to Luce. What's Flynn at? Flynn is at 5? Oh, I messed things up. And now it's really annoying. Sorry if I cut out there for a second. Sometimes my laptop, it's not like the strongest laptop in the world. So sometimes it just decides to just freeze and everything just kind of shuts down for a second. Luckily, it doesn't cancel my recording. It just, everything freezes. It's kind of funny, actually. I think it's just when my computer gets a little overheated. I don't want to give it to Will. Okay, wait. What does Urk do? Urk does 5 damage. I'm just going to leave Urk here. And hopefully this boss is going to go for Urk, because Urk is weak to Flux Tomes. Yeah, okay. I'll still be able to give the kill to Lynn, thankfully. And I think I'll actually be able to get Sarah a little bit more experience, too, which is nice. It's always nice to get a little extra experience to your healer. And, you know, he did get a couple more experience as well, so that's always useful. Move him here. Move Nils here. So to get a secret chapter in Hector's story, you're supposed to get Nils up to level 7 in Lynn's chapter story. But you only have him for 4 chapters. For 5 chapters. And one of those is like, got a turn timer on it. Oh, wow. Look at those stats, Nil. Good job, buddy. So it's really unrealistic to ever expect him to get to level 7 naturally. It's just one of those like weird requirements that's never hinted at anywhere in the game. It's whatever. Now, I wish I could get Lucius that last 1 HP off with Sarah, but...
You were only striking at air. You are too late. The girl is already...
Come on, Lynn. Strength, strength, strength. Thank the Lord. She's still paper thin, but at least she's stronger now. And that speed just keeps going up, Lynn. Oh, my computer's freezing. Nils, where is your sister? Ninian! Ninian! She's not here. Why? Where could she be? My lady Lindis. A villager spotted a group of men riding south. The boy's dear sister. They must have her. Come, we must give chase. But we won't make it. What if they have already... Are you looking for this girl here? I think I'm going to try to give him my terrible-ass British accent. Ninian! Ninian! She'll be fine. She's just lost consciousness. Who are you? I'm Eliwood of Foray. My father is the Marquess. The Marquess's son? She was with a band of ruffians. She seemed upset. She looked in need of rescuing. Was I wrong to involve myself? No, you saved her life. Thank you. My name is Lynn. I'm from Sakay. I'm Marquess Kalen's granddaughter. Marquess Kalen. It's cool that we get to meet all 3 lords in this chapter, even if you don't have to necessarily go and meet Hector. And that's my story. It's not an easy tale to believe, I know. No, I do believe you. What? At first glance, all I saw was a daughter of the Plainsfolk. Now I can see it, though. You have your grandfather's eyes. Do you know my grandfather? The Marquess, Lord Hawson, is my father's good friend. I also know that the proud people of Sakay tell no lies. It's true, isn't it? Yes, thank you. I would not have expected any Lycian noble to be so courteous to a Sakay nomad. You seem to be in trouble. Might I be of assistance? Thank you for your kind offer. This is my problem, though, and I'll deal with it.
I see. I'll be in the area for a few days longer.
If you need anything, please let me know. Lindis, I'm on your side. Eliwood, thank you. Ninian, are you awake? Nils, is it really you? Oh, you're safe. Uh-huh. These people helped me. Who are they? I'm Lynn. I'm glad you're feeling better. My Lady Lynn, thank you. I'm called Ninian. My brother Nils and I are travelling performers.
Performers, dumb.
Both of you? Your brother's a musician. How about you, Ninian? I dance.
What? Oh my! You're a dancer.
Sane, later, please.
Yeah, of course. See, even Sane is courteous when the need arises for it. Good guy, Sane.
A dancer? Your clothes don't look like those of a dancer. Ninian dances to honor life. It's special, sacred. A sacred dance? What does that mean? The dance I perform when we travel is just a normal dance. My other dance, though, when they caught me, I twisted my ankle. I cannot dance to aid you. I'm sorry. Please, don't worry. We're just happy to see that you're out of harm's way. Thank you. But I am concerned about your leg. You can't travel on it. I've got an idea. Would it be too much to ask that we travel with you? I can't allow that. It's far too dangerous. We're being hunted. You never know when we're going to be attacked. We wouldn't be a hindrance. We could even help you. Right, Ninian? Yes, we might be able to repay our debt using our special talents. Special abilities? When something poses a threat to us, we can sense its approach. Truly, that's amazing. We can feel it coming, but we can't do anything to stop it. You're warriors, though, so you don't have that worry. What do you think, Kent?
I think leaving them here would cause Lady Lindis more worry than having them travel with us.
Sane?
Oh, never mind. I know what your answer is.
Do you really want to travel with us? Of course! You have our gratitude, milady. Oh, what's wrong, Ninian? I've lost my ring. Your ring? Not Ninny's Grace. The very one.
They stole it? Those curs!
Was it valuable? It was a keepsake from our dear departed mother. It was blessed by the spirit of Ninnis. There's no other like it in the world, and now we have lost it to those villains. There's nothing we can do. You're right. Can I talk to you, McDaniel? You heard all of that, right? What do you think? I'd really love to retrieve Ninian's ring for her, but if Nils is right, those thieves might prove to be too strong for us. What should we do?
Embark on the side quest. Of course. Is that even a question? What are you going to do?
You want to help them? That's great. I was hoping you'd say that, McDaniel. Kent, Sane, those men were headed south. We must give pursuit.
On your word, milady.
There's no turning back now. Let's ride.
All right. That's it for today, guys. Oh, boy, we got through a lot. We got 4 characters. We actually got through 2 of the longer chapters. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I think that this series has been going pretty well so far. Yeah, the view count isn't up that high, but it's more just about my enjoyment right now. I'd like for people to start watching this, but I'm not really sure how to promote myself. So if anybody has any ideas on that, just let me know. In the meantime, I've got 3 things I'd like to talk about. Firstly, with Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in January of next year, I'm really excited to play through the games again. So I've been playing through them on my own time, and I might start streaming that occasionally when I have the time. If that's going to be any time, it'll probably be really early in the morning, sometime between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m., since I'm on the 3rd shift schedule. I'm also going to start streaming 1 day a week with my dad, playing Witcher 3. His name's Steve. It's something that was suggested to me, and I'm pretty excited to do it. So those streams will be going up, and then I'm going to be cutting them down and posting highlight reels on my YouTube channel. I think we're probably going to start streaming. I think we're going to do it Sunday nights, after like the Packer game, of course. And then I'll be putting the highlights up maybe Sunday night or maybe Tuesday. So we'll see going forward. That's like not going to be on a schedule or anything. And then finally, this Saturday, I'm going to be putting out my first like review video. I want to make like video reviews of video games and anime and TV shows and all that sort of stuff. So the first one I'm going to be doing is Kingdom Hearts games ranked from worst to best.
or from best to worst, whichever one. I'm really excited to do that because I love Kingdom Hearts, and I can't wait to talk about what's one of my favorite series. If not my favorite series, I'm not really sure. And I think I have some unique opinions about the games that not a lot of people have, so I'm interested to share them with anybody who wants to be watching. So I guess that's it for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more from me and my channel. Hopefully within the coming weeks, you'll understand why it's Duncan and Dylan and not just Duncan. I'm hoping to do some stuff with my YouTube co-creator in the future. We haven't done anything for a while, but I'm hoping to get him back into it. But that's pretty much it. I guess I'll just end with my customary ending of Godspeed, Pilgrims. See you over the hedge. And we'll play some more Fire Emblem next time. I'm really excited to show you the things that's going to happen in the next chapter. We've got the side quest that I'm probably going to skip through a little bit quicker since it's just a side quest. There's not a lot of story in it. I don't think I'm going to like watch all the animations like I've been doing before. Then we've got another pretty easy chapter. Well, actually, it's a really hard chapter if you're stupid, but hopefully I'm not going to be stupid. And we'll be able to do it perfectly. And then I think we should be able to get to chapter